to new destinations. We'll be off to Cebu pretty soon, and we're gonna be just cruising around the Philippines. And we're gonna miss this place. Really beautiful in Boracay, and we've had a great time. Went to a really nice full moon party, the Oktoberfest, and we just hung out at the beach, and it's so beautiful. It's another beautiful day on the beautiful island of Boracay, and it's just so nice. And gonna miss this island, but we'll come back again. This is definitely one of my favorite islands in the Philippines because it's a fun island. You know, a lot of the people, they come and go and they visited the island of Boracay, and they come back to this place because it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun place, and there's lots of food and entertainment and lots of shows, different things happening on the island. Right now I'm at Duwinidid Beach. It's kind of more of like a local beach. It's not the white beach, but a lot of the local people, they live here, but it's a beautiful day in the Philippines. It's a beautiful day at the beach, and there's some dark clouds back in the yonder, but it's not raining right now. It's beautiful. Let's see if I find the dark clouds. But look at the coconut trees. It's beautiful. And this is our last day on the island. We're gonna be leaving, going to destinations unknown. But we'll be in Cebu next week, probably, and be traveling around the Philippines and just seeing this beautiful country. You know, the Philippines is a gorgeous country. It's really beautiful. There's so many nice things to do in the Philippines, and of course the Philippine people are cool, and it's really nice to just associate with a lot of the people in the Philippines and get to know them, and it's just nice people. And being a foreigner in the country is really great, and it's a good lifestyle. You know, the foreigner can live really good in the Philippines because of the exchange rate is good, the dollar is good in the Philippines, and it's just a good life overall. So, but we're gonna be leaving this tropical paradise pretty soon. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day, sunny, gorgeous, beautiful palm trees, and it's just nice. This is the way life should be. You know, life should be relaxing. It should be nice. Should be less stress, because life is so short, and it's important to enjoy your life, to not have hatred in your heart, but just to smell the roses. It's nice to touch the earth, to put your feet on the ground and the sand, and just be a part of the nature. And this is our last day, like I say, on the island. So we're gonna be leaving, and we're gonna be traveling around the Philippines. It's such a beautiful country and beautiful people in the Philippines. Really love the Filipinos. And I like the dogs. There's always a dog on the beach. See the dog? Bye, Rover. There's always a dog in the Philippines. We're at the Oktoberfest, and let's see. Yeah, how you doing? Nelson. Yeah, shout out to Nelson. It was just cool, you know, doing the Oktoberfest. I'm not really a big alcohol drinker, so they had Oktoberfest is for in Germany, where they have lots of beer and lots of alcohol. So I just had like a banana shake. I had a banana milkshake, and I had a beautiful dinner. I had a hamburger, and they had this like place called the Belmont Shores. It's a beautiful restaurant called Belmont, and they have one at New Coast in Boracay. And I had a beautiful hamburger dinner, and it was very inexpensive. It was only like 375 pesos, but it was a really nice dinner. So we had a good time with that, and it rained a little bit at night, but as you can see in Boracay, it's very beautiful in the day. And they got the coconut trees and the boats. There's lots of island hopping and stuff going on in Boracay today. on the front beach. They moved, yesterday they moved all the water sports to the front beach. So how you doing, Nelson? You doing well? Hey, Jaden, good to see you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Shout out to Jaden. And I hope you're doing good, Jaden. And so it's been really fun on this beautiful island. Now, Boracay, for those of you that don't know, is like the crowning jewel in the Philippines. Boracay is really beautiful and it's really hot. It is hot in the Philippines, but that's what makes it so cool. You know, I had one of the subscribers mention that it's not hot right now, but we're only in the morning. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning here in Boracay. So it's nice and cool. But tropical weather, it gets warm. It gets hot. So it's definitely like a tropical place. And the weather definitely, you know, gets warm. And they have lots of activities. There's a guy right here selling water sports to the tourists. So there's lots of activities going on, lots of people. And 67, this guy's selling some water sports right now. So people are going out in the ocean just right here. They're just going out in the ocean, enjoying their life. And like I say, that's what life's all about. It's about enjoying your life, about having a rich life, and just like enjoying every day, because we don't know when the last day of our life's going to be. So it's very important to enjoy it and get out in the beach. You know, the beach is therapeutic. It helps you like be healthy. Whether it's a beach, now in the Philippines, there's like 4,763 islands. So it doesn't matter what island you go on, just go to the beach and hang out. The doctors say that it's very therapeutic. And yeah, I believe in God, Jaden. Of course, you know, God has blessed me so much. And that's why I love God so much. And so I'm a very strong believer. And that's okay. Everyone's different, you know. And some people believe in lots of things. But God, I know, has helped me have the wonderful life I have. If it wasn't for God, you know, I probably wouldn't have the good life I have. So it's important, because I've seen people curse God and they go down. You know, God's not sleeping. So if you like curse God and you say he doesn't exist and he's dead, then it might be not good for you. I've seen it a lot, so, but that's just my own experience. So everyone has their own sort of experience. But yeah, I just, you know, live every day to the fullest and enjoy life and see the blessings all around me. Somebody made this beautiful earth. It's got to be a God, because I can't make this earth, and you can't make this earth. So who makes this earth? It's got to be a supreme power, and it is true. But yeah, it's just a beautiful life, and the Philippines is a beautiful country. If you haven't been to the Philippines, you might want to come and visit the Philippines, because it is a God-fearing country. And, you know, God has blessed this country so much because the people are basically good. And as a foreigner, you know, you can feel safe in this country. You just have to, like, you know, just kind of just be careful, like anywhere. You know, nowhere in life is perfect. So you just have to, like, you know, you have to just kind of like behave yourself, kind of just be smart. But anywhere in life, you know, you can like put yourself in a bad situation. But if you just, I always just come out in the daytime and stuff. I don't go to bars and I'm not drinking. And hello, my friend. Smazzle King. How you doing? Yeah, we're just hanging out here on the beautiful island of Boracay in the Philippines. So beautiful, and just chilling with there's a lot of Filipinos here, and they all just leave you alone. You know, the Philippine people are cool. They don't bother you. But the Philippines has been a real blessing in my life, because I got to meet such nice people. in my country, in California, a lot of the people, not everyone, but a lot of the people kind of don't have time to say hi. They don't want to be friendly. But in the Philippines, everyone has time to say hi. And everyone is kind of friendly in the Philippines. So, you know, it's a nice country. And it's a breath of fresh air compared to California, where I come from. So it's a great, great place. I never get tired of the Philippines or the Philippine people because they're always so cool and nice. But we're here on the island. Beautiful day today. Beautiful tropical weather. The beach is gorgeous. The palm trees, the coconut trees are swaying in the wind. It's nice. And I'm at Duwinidid Beach. It's kind of a local beach. It's off the beaten path. So this is not the main front beach, but this is kind of just a local boat. They have the fishermen here, and it's just a tiny little beach. And they have a little walkway that they kind of destroyed when they had the rehab. But it's just kind of a chill place. I'm gonna go off the island today. I'm leaving Boracay. So I'm just enjoying the last few minutes before I take off. I'm gonna be traveling around the Philippines. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And we're gonna go on another adventure soon. I think we're gonna go to Cebu or something like that. So we're gonna take off and kind of travel a little bit around the Philippines and stuff. I just got back from China a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, and that was fun. I went to Macau, and China was really cool, and the people were nice, you know, well behaved. Nobody was robbing you or anything, and it was really safe. So I had a great time in Macau, so that was fun, and I really had a good time. And the Jollibees in Macau was really delicious. The Philippine people, they kind of like the Jollibee restaurant. Do you like the Jollibee restaurant? The Jollibee is kind of a Philippine favorite McDonald's kind of restaurant. It's a fast food place. And when I ate at the Macau Jollibees, it was so delicious. You know, the chicken was so big compared to the Philippines. And then the rice was delicious. And then I had a hamburger, and it tastes like In-N-Out Burger. And for those of you that don't know In-N-Out Burger, somebody's over here on a motorcycle. For those of you that don't know In-N-Out Burger, it's in California, my home, where I grew up. And it's very delicious, In-N-Out. So the Jollibee is just almost like the In-N-Out hamburger, which is one of the best hamburgers on earth. And that was in Macau, China. So I might have to go find a room, a hotel, near the Jollibees, so I can enjoy more of the food over there. The Jollibee in Macau was better than the Jollibee in the Philippines, sad to say, but it's true. The food was more delicious. But we're traveling around, just hanging out, this beautiful place, the beautiful paradise they call the Boracay, Philippines. So it's been fun. We had really a good time. Such a good time here, and you know, they have lots of activities in Boracay. They have lots of different things happening, so it's not a boring place. And you know, there was a long time ago, there was a lot of Korean people from South Korea that came to the Boracay, and then I guess they got tired of it or something, and then they all went to Bohol. There's a beach there. That's a nice place. And now the Koreans got tired of this little place in Bohol. For me, Bohol is really beautiful, but I can only stay there a few days. And I love visiting Bohol though, but there's not a lot of development that I like there. So I usually go to Cebu and stuff like that. So the Koreans actually are, I think, getting tired of Bohol. They're starting to all come to the island of Boracay because they're opening up new flights from Seoul recently, this last week. So there's lots of people. Now the Korean people, they all travel in packs, you know, like they all say, let's go to Bohol, and they all go to Bohol. And they say, let's go back to Boracay, and the Koreans all go back to Boracay. So it's really kind of crazy. So they follow each other. But you know, I'm from California in USA, And we don't do that. Like everyone has their own identity. And we do our own thing. We don't follow like a group of people like the Koreans do. But whatever, it's cool, you know, if they want to live that way, that's cool. But Westerner people don't do that. We just do our own thing, and we defend ourselves, and we don't really care, you know, what everybody's doing. We do what we want to do. But it's just a cool life in the Philippines. Like I mentioned, the Philippine people are nice, they're cool, and they never hassle you. You know, you always feel safe. When I went back to America a couple years ago, it was dangerous. You know, I was scared for my life half the time, and people are trying to rob me all the time, and it was scary. But in the Philippines, I never have that problem. Maybe in a big city, you have to watch your money, your bag. You have to keep it in front of you, so pickpocketers don't take that money if you have it in the back. But that's only on a big city. Now I'm in a province area right now, and there's no pickpockets, there's no crime like that. You just have to be careful, you know, watch yourself. But I'm going to some big cities. I like big cities too, so don't get me wrong. It's just that when I go to big cities, anywhere, it could be the Philippines, could be anywhere, I have to always watch, you know, myself and my money, especially the money, for pickpocketers. But I was in China last week, and there was no pickpocketing, and the people were not criminals, or I felt safe 100%. And I met this lady named Linda. She was a black lady from South Africa at the City of Dreams Hotel in Macau. And she's a very tall black lady. She works there at the front desk, kind of like a welcomer or greeter. And she told me that she leaves her duty at 3 o'clock every morning in Macau, China. And she never had a problem. Of course, she's tall. She's taller than most Asian people. She's like 6'2". She's very tall. But she said no one's ever hassled her. She's never been like confronted by like a robber or a rapist or anything like that. So she felt very safe, yeah, living there. So that's cool. But the Philippines is also nice. You just have to be careful, more careful in the Philippines. And I don't go out to bars, and I don't really go out, you know, chasing like wild women and kind of drinking and smoking and stuff. I don't do anything like that. I just kind of stay inside at night and live more of a calm life. I don't need alcohol to make me like crazy, because I can be crazy without alcohol. I can be high without drugs or alcohol because life is so beautiful. Why do you need like alcohol to make you happy? Because life is so happy. Being alive every day is a blessing. So yeah, good morning, my friend. Majoki TV, is that Josephine? Is that Josephine? But yeah, I mean, every day is a blessing. So I enjoy my life, and every day I wake up, I thank God for, like, you know, for having another day of life, because it's such a blessing to be alive. And it's such a blessing to kind of enjoy the earth, because it's so cool, and to travel and to see different parts of Asia and all over. It's really gorgeous, and it's so pretty here. Look at all these trees and the palm trees and the beach, the ocean. I mean, this place is beautiful, and it's just a great life. Everyone has a choice to make, you know, like where they want to live and stuff like that. And I enjoy Southeast Asia a lot, and I think it's gorgeous. And I don't like being cold. I don't like the snow or cold weather. I like tropical. I like it warm. I've always liked it. I went to college in southern Utah State, and it was cold and it was snowing, and I hated it. And I said, I will never live in this kind of place. And this is the Boracay Island, yes, in the Philippines. Very beautiful. I'm leaving the island soon, so I won't be here. I'm gonna have a new adventure somewhere else. Maybe I'll go to the jungle, and maybe I'll do some exploring. I like to go snake hunting for poison snakes and poison spiders. And I like to have adventure, you know, kind of crazy stuff. So I may be doing some exploring and seeing what I can find. And I like motorcycle riding. I go motorcycle riding everywhere. So it's a cool life in the Philippines. And yeah, it's beautiful in Boracay. Look at this. It is the rainy season right now, so it does like have rain sometimes. Like last night it rained, and then now it's sunny. Rain, shine, rain, shine. That's a paint in the Philippines, rain and shine. But it's beautiful, and it's a gorgeous country. And the Philippines is so cool. And there's so many, like I say, nice Filipinos, and you know, they're hospital people, and it's just a cool place to come vacation, visit. And you should feel fortunate if you're a Filipino, because it's cool. You know, it's a good country, good people, and a good race of people. The Filipinos are good. So just enjoy yourself and feel blessed if you're a Filipino, because it's a good race. I wish my race was as good as like Filipino people are, because my race is not like the same. And I'm sad to say that, because I love my race of people, but the Filipinos in general are much like more nice race of people. They're friendly. They will feed you if you're hungry. They'll give you clothes if you don't have clothes. These people are nice and they're cool. And yeah, it's a good season, rain and shine. And the water's clean, the air is beautiful, and it's all fresh, you know? Like the Philippines has no pollution right now. I mean, it's just beautiful. And like I say, it rained last night quite a bit. There was lightning in the sky. And then today it's beautiful. So it's just gorgeous in the Philippines. And I'm very happy. I don't want to go back to America. Like, I like it here. This is cool. And then traveling around the Philippines is even more cool, because there's so many nice places to visit. You know, with over, I think it's 7,000 islands. You can see so many different places. And it's just such a cool country. And I don't know why people want to leave the Philippines, but I certainly like it. And when I go back to my country, especially California, it's all dangerous and it's all criminals. You watch the news, you see all the rioters and Antifa terrorists and crazy people and stuff. And, you know, the Philippines is so beautiful and peaceful. There's not rioters, there's not Antifa people, you know, fighting the police. If you fight the police in the Philippines, you go to jail. If you're a foreigner and you, like me, and you fight the police, you get kicked out of the country. But America is kind of lawless, you know, there's lots of shit happening, lots of crazy people. But in the Philippines, that's not happening. It's a law-abiding country. And I like that. I like a law-abiding country. I like decency and like just people behaving, not robbing you and acting like crazy nuts. These people are like privileged in America. Like they think like, you know, I see a lot of the videos where there's like raids of the police and they're like, show me your permit. Like, where's your search warrant? You know, these people act like they're higher than the police, and it's crazy. But you can't do that in the Philippines, because the people here are respectful. And if you're disrespectful, like Vitali, the blogger, you'll go to prison. You'll be out of here. So when you're in the Philippines, whether you're Filipino or whether you're a foreigner, you have to behave yourself. You can't act like a stupid, crazy person like a lot of people do in America. So it's a beautiful country. The people are beautiful, and it's a law-abiding. There's not a bunch of crazies like California. And I don't want to go back there. Like, I love this place. I love traveling Asia. It's friendly. The people are very kind. Yes, Josephine, people are beautiful. They're beautiful, and they're kind and hospitable and friendly. That's true. That's the Philippine spirit. And that's what makes the Philippines so beautiful, is the people. Of course, the beautiful country doesn't hurt. I mean, Philippines is gorgeous. But the people is really what makes any country. And that's what doesn't make America, is the people. The people protesting and fighting and robbing. And who the heck wants to live like that? because where I come from in California, there's a lot of that. Not everywhere, but you know, it was bad. Let's say when I came back to the Philippines, I was very happy to get the hell out of that country. And it's such a, I don't know, and the dollar goes strong for foreigners in the Philippines, and you can just live a quality life in the Philippines. But I hope you're enjoying yourself. Nice to see everybody. Nice to see you, Josephine, and everybody. There's a bunch of viewers, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Push that little red button, and it helps the channel. And we're pushing 10,000 subscribers. So yeah, we're like pushing 10,000 and 4 million videos viewed. So I don't know how the heck that ever happened, but it happened. But we're gonna leave Boracay right now. We're gonna go like see some other places, and the Philippines is so gorgeous. But Boracay is gorgeous too. Look at that place. It's nice. This is like a postcard. If you like buy a postcard, that's what you're gonna see on a postcard. You're gonna see beautiful palm trees, white sandy beach, and beautiful water. Beautiful clear water. And welcome to the Philippines. But not all beaches are the same, right? I mean, not everywhere is like Boracay. But Boracay is nice. You know, you got Palawan, you have Cebu, you have lots of different islands like that. You have that surfing island. What's the name of that place? Starts with an S. Sargo. The Koreans came from like the place in Bohol, Pangnalo, and so there's lots of beaches that are nice. There's El Nido in Palawan. So the Philippines not only has beautiful people, but it has beautiful beaches as well. So it's cool. And just living in the Philippines is really a blessing. So if you're Filipino or foreigner, always respect this country. Always love, if you're Filipino, love your country. I love this country too, you know. Like when they had the Olympics last year, I was trying to like, I do a lot of training for like boxing and stuff. And I was trying to box for the Philippines because they have no heavyweight boxers. But the country didn't allow that, I guess, because I'm a foreigner. But I would love to have represented the Philippines because it's a great country. And, you know, I'm very proud to like be in this country. And I'm very happy. And it's just cool to be Filipino. And I wish I was Filipino lots of times because it's just a cool race of people. So if you're Filipino, you should feel blessed that you're a Filipino, and always be proud, never be negative, never be down on yourself and be like sad. Always be happy and proud. And that's the spirit of the Philippines and the people. So it's a cool country, cool people. And we're gonna take off and leave this beautiful island and go to another place. But thanks so much for hanging out with us today on the beautiful island of Boracay. It's beautiful, look at that. It's like paradise. It is paradise. Yeah, I'm enjoying your country. Yeah, I have to be careful. There are scammers in this country, so I always like have to just be careful. I've been scammed a few times, so I've learned the lessons of like bad people. And I don't like that. I don't like scammers. But the Philippines does have a small petty theft and scammers. That's probably the two negative things about the Philippines, is there's lots of scammers and there's lots of petty theft. So don't put yourself in a bad position. If you're a single foreigner, don't be sending lots of money to girls because maybe they have lots of guys they're chatting with. So just always be careful with your money in the Philippines. Be careful because there's lots of scammers, and don't allow people to pickpocket you, you know, to take your money, because your money is your money and that's not for scammers. And the more you don't feed the scammers, the more the scammers will have to go get a job. So it's not every day. You just have to be smart, you know. And I've been stupid my share of times. So I'm not the first one to act holy because I've been scammed more than I probably want to admit. So just be careful with your money, whether you're a Filipino or foreigner, and don't trust very easy in the Philippines and you'll be safe. And don't be in a big city with money in your backpack or maybe you won't have money when you get to your destination. But the Philippines is great. I'm in a province right now. There's no theft. There's no people stealing out of the backpacks or nothing. It's chill. And the Philippine people are chill too. But thanks for hanging out with me on the beautiful island. I'm gonna get up. My butt hurts. It hurts. I'm sitting down on this log right here. And it's nice, you know. The Philippines is just a cool place, and like I say, the people are nice, and it's just wherever I go in the Philippines, it's always the same, you know. It's always just good people. You just have to always be alert and be careful, and you'll be fine. But thank you so much for hanging out. Please subscribe and like the show if you like the show, and I know you like the show. And we're doing live stream from the Philippines, from Boracay Island, one of the world's best beaches in the world. And this area isn't even the best beach, but it's a nice beach, and there's so many beautiful places on the island of Boracay, and this is definitely one of them. It's Duwinidid. So it's cool, and like I say, the people are cool, and lots of people enjoying themselves. There's lots of tourists coming to the island, and lots happening because it's a cool place, and they developed the island very beautiful. They put lots of money into making the infrastructure beautiful, and everything is really nice here on Boracay Island. But we're gonna leave Boracay, and we're gonna come back again soon, one day, and we're gonna hang out again. So I'm sad to leave this beautiful island, but all good things, we have to come to an end. But thank you once again for hanging out.
More fun in the Philippines.
It's more fun in the Philippines. And the Filipino people are more nice in the Philippines. See?
Hello.
Hi, see this? The people are so nice in the Philippines. In my, bye-bye. Nice to see you, dear. In my country, they like yell at you, like, why did you talk to me? What's wrong with you? What's happening here? But you know, in the Philippines, the people are like, cool. They just come up like, hi. So it's a difference. That's the difference. The Philippine spirit. That's what we're talking about, is that the people are so cool in the Philippines. And that's why I love the Philippines. It's so beautiful. But you know what? If the people are jerks and bad, it's an ugly country. But that's not true. The people are cool and they're nice. And the Philippines, because of the people, because of the good Filipinos, the God-fearing people, the Philippines is a beautiful country because of the people. And it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country because it's a beautiful country. And beautiful oceans, clean, fresh air, beautiful sandy beaches, white flour, like cooking flour, the sand, it's so beautiful. And it's just a gorgeous country. But thank you once again. We're getting out of here. We're gonna leave the island. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out on the live stream. I appreciate you. And I appreciate the Philippine people a lot, because sincerely, they're good people. And I really wish I was a Filipino, because I have that Hawaiian, I went to Hawaii a lot. I have that Hawaiian spirit, and coming to the Philippines, I kind of adapted that sort of same spirit of the Philippines. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, whether you're a Filipino or a foreigner like me. They call me foreigner because I'm not a naturalized Filipino, but it doesn't matter. We're all human beings. We're all sons and daughters of God. So it's all good. And thank you once again for hanging out. Please subscribe. And we're gonna see you, of course. And we're gonna see Boracay here too, one last time. And we're gonna see you next time. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself. Take care.